Hi, welcome back, YouTubers. We left off by me cleaning up the parts from the 404. I went ahead and cleaned the parts up. This is what was left after cleaning the parts. If you want to zoom into this, you can see a lot of the dirt that came out of the inside of the reel. But as you can see here, everything's been cleaned. Alright, everything's been pretty clean. So what I'm going to do now is the assembly. Okay, so first things first is this gear right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the super lube. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a tab inside of it and inside of the gears, not much, just a tad, okay, just to give it a lubrication. Okay, and this is what the inside looks like now, which it's been fully cleaned. Okay, this goes in here. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Pretty good. Now, if you can see in here, it's got like a little, there's like a little slit inside of that, this little moving part here. I want to make sure that this pointy end goes into that small little crevice there. So I'm going to push this in. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to do, before I do that, I'm just going to put a little bit more grease, just a tad. Okay. Okay. Making sure that this is in. I'm going to put this right in there, and I'm going to make sure that this part right here goes right into that crevice there. Right there. Okay. Now, if you see this has a spring. This is where I use my 3-in-1 oil. And I put a drop right in there, into that spring. Okay. And I put another drop of oil right in between there. Okay. Okay. And I put 2 more drops of oil in these moving parts right here. Okay. 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 This here, this top piece, needs to go back on top of this. Okay. Okay. Another drop of oil here where the spinner is. Okay. Okay. All right. I can wipe off a little bit of the excess. Okay. All right. Okay, so now that we have that, there's a moving part here on this lid on the very back part. I went ahead and cleaned that, so I'm going to put just a drop of oil there. Okay. Make sure that I move that, because this is very, very important. Releases that string. Okay. Okay, and I don't have to do too much here, but since this is corrosive, I usually just coat it with a little bit of this on the bottom side and on the top side of it, and just a little bit, not much, on the inside, just to coat it. Okay. Put that right back in there. Oh, this ridged side goes down because that ridge side has to hit this little drag system right here. You see that drag system? It's got to hit that drag system. Now the drag system here has to be on top. This bar has to be on top of that ridged area. See how it slides right in there? Okay, makes that noise. That's the drag system. Okay? Alright, so we got that. Next step is to put my clip back in. Okay. I don't think there's a way that it goes, but I'm going to put it back the way I took it off on the same side. Be careful with your eyes because this thing does fly up. Make sure it snaps right in there. Okay. Sounds really well. Sounds really good. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Drag system works. Great. The anti-reverse works. I'm gonna put another. Okay. Everything looks good. Okay. So, what I want to do is, before I put this in, the Zebco company says just to put a dab of lubrication, which is the grease, on this lip right here. So I'm just going to put a little bit, not much, on that sprocket there. Okay, and just give it a little bit of a turn so we can get into the gears. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to put this back on. Okay. Everything's been cleaned on the inside. Okay. Make sure that this right here for the drag goes into this little slot here. Okay. There you go. Okay. Put this back on. And this should go right back on the way it came off. Right there. Again, this spring, this screw, I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on that. Oops. There we go. Make sure I tighten it up. Okay. Make sure I put this screw back on and screw on the lid, which I've already cleaned this up with soapy water as well, and the back end. Okay. Give it a little wipe down. This thing is looking really, really good, guys. Put this back on. Put this screw back on. And let's see if the anti-reverse works. Look at that. So much different now. Look, the anti-reverse works. And it's so much smoother. Hear the click? Hear that?